And we're back, we're back. Something I want to point out before I go on. I know that in the last video I sounded pretty upset about something, which I was. But I hope nobody thinks that I'm somehow exaggerating my reactions to this game, because I'm not. I haven't played an Ace Attorney game in months. In so many months that it can already be called at least a portion of a year. I think it's even possible that I haven't played an Ace Attorney game in a year at least. And while I have replayed some cases before, the majority of the cases I replay are 1-4, 2-4, 3-1, or 3-5. Those are the 4 cases that I generally replay a lot, because either I like them or there are so many mistakes in them that I try to make sense. I try to find everything that somehow does explain something. So, again, I am not somehow exaggerating my annoyance if something in here annoys me. Anyway, we should continue with the case. I haven't paid any attention what Miss Booby here has been saying. For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? It's called a split personality. Check out my badge. Guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost, cause I'm not cooperating. I noticed. So yeah, your testimony. Yeah, you have nothing to say about that. Fine, fine, let's just talk. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Ah, when you say it like that, that sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. And I suppose you learned that in lawyer school. Good question. I doubt he even went to lawyer school. This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer! Bottom? I wouldn't be surprised if you're the bottom between you and Edgeworth Phoenix. Does she have a thing against lawyers? Or just against me? I'm guessing it's you. Well, something changed there, but I'm not going there yet. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. And I can just freely go in here as much as I want. The police really gave this place a working over. No kidding, they cleaned the place up. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. The potted plant is called Charlie. That is so cute. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. You couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. All the cases that the chief worked on are filed here. Are some of the files missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. That was brief. Yeah, sure, let's go in order. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as a hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa. Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I mean, I know I said she did it, but doesn't mean I'm actually right. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? You are our honored guest. Please, let me know if there's anything I can bring you. A massage would be nice. Or a different room, because the decoration still pisses me off. There's still a screwdriver stuck in that door. I would have expected getting the wiretap out would have made it fall or something. Please, leave that as it is, sir. That's a drawer of terror, hiding place of the murder's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular extractions here. This guy's serious! I don't believe it. A vase, as expected. I'm not good with flower names, except maybe tulips and sunflowers. A still scene painting. Should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Nice weather again today. I can see the Fay & Co. law offices, of course. Ah, yes, we plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to a kill. Just kidding, sir. Ha 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 ha. By that look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. Well, that just means you can't invite Edgeworth over. I'm sorry. All I could think about during the trial was the hotel. That sounds off. My badge isn't... whatever. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I know the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. I don't think you were talking about the murder there. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. I guess being struck on the head with a tea tray would do something, yes. And we just got a hint on how to proceed with things. But whatever. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely, and on that subject I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Huh. Looks like Goldsberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason? Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... Neither of those has anything to do with Marvin. Let's go for that. Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. I guess cowboys have kind of lost their, idea with things. Old photos? There are 2 lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the back. DL6 Incident Exhibit A, DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Sure, let's look at both. Ew, what's a chick? Remember this face. Maybe I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. Stealing from a lawyer or a lawyer colleague is totally normal. Of course, that's the wrong photo. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. I think I'll swap them. On the back, the words DL6 Incident Exhibit B are written in pencil. As we will learn, this guy has nothing to do with DL6. Not directly or actually indirectly. He's only sort of important in this case. Kind of, he is mentioned later on again, but not very much. As I said, not important. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit? Sorry, affidavit. I always want to call it affidavit, but it's a affidavit. This guy is way too excited about it. But sure, let's please him, otherwise he'll go psycho bellboy on us. I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. She could try. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. So it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. He never shaves his head. Sadly. Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times, I'm not telling... Where did you... This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that was him? Huh? Proof? Show me proof. So close. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. He told us everything he saw. He told us about the man you checked in with. He told us who he was. Well, he said what he looked like. He didn't tell us his name or anything. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this photo to the press. Exactly what the... whatever. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Red White? Where have I heard the name White before? I suppose you could call them a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. So she basically just indicted her boss of murder. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Did she tell him? No, you could have hung it on the wall or something. Blue Corp is green. Now it's possible but that this could be a translation thing, because in Japanese, aoi can mean blue as well as green. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please, furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name? What's your name? I was just inquivorably asking the title that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Incurably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous! Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp, you know, Corporate Expansion Officer. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake! You call this guy a fruitcake. Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Ugh, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. And I generally hang around the Edgeworth. As it's my habit, I will show everybody my badge. I am terribly sorry, but that really doesn't seem to concern me at all. Fair enough. Actually, before I talk to you, I have to check out this office. I mean, by God, I know I will say this a lot, but this is really gay. I mean, naked man, table legs, naked man with genitalia. That's just... wow! The Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. I don't know, I don't think it looks that much like him. I think it's a little too beautacious for just about anyone to appreciate. Yeah, I can think of people who enjoy naked man statues. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk? My, this is quite the thing. It is modeled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek rondage not inspire you? That certainly looks familiar over there. Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity! I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a Bonavita original. Worth 5 million for sure. Okay. This is the top floor of a 20s... oh god. I have a fear of heights, so 20-story building is pretty high for me. I mean, I live on the 2nd floor, and I'm already not happy with it. I can't even walk onto the balcony without feeling dizzy. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she had done. What she has... you mean the wiretap? Indeed. She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. Just pointing out I sometimes did things that were not actually in my job description in my previous jobs. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But, I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that you would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. As long as you don't sing. The hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. Checking in, but nothing else. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. I smell foreshadowing. He raises a good question, actually. What question? Because as we learn, Edgeworth is kind of a jerk. He should have seen the same thing as April May. Not really, unless he was, actually looking. It's possible that he was taking, as you might say, a Magniferous. Or a Showershin. Whatever. I call them playthings too, considering this is what the court are in this game. Let's talk about Blue Corp. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. Aren't children the future? That's what I keep getting told. In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I think I'm just having a brain fart from that. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? There's something that's been bothering me. Yes? What might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. I could say it's gorgeous, but we've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple. Rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again. Who are you? Huh? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Meerkat. Worth nothing. Zilch, zip, nada. Just like sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger. What? He punched me. Sounded more like he gave you a few good slaps, but sure, if you feel better saying that it was a punch. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, huh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For this you will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. At least he's warning me about exposition, that's very nice. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say, but is that kind of control possible? In this world, it is. I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. Don't you mean comprehension? You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume? Not really, I came here from the detention center. Yes. Then you must ask him. Why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now. Skedaddle! There is nothing more to discuss. Yeah, sure, let's go to Grody Burger. I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Jumping Jehoshaphat! You! What's wrong? You looked so pensive like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that's for sure. Look at my badge, you fat bastard! So, you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just me, his sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. Why would he have a right to know? No, I'm sorry, it's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. Could it have to do with the giant lack of painting behind him? So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. What is it? Well, out with it, my boy. It's just... I could ask why he had a picture of Mr. White. Mostly I want to ask him why the hell he labeled it as DL6. But yeah, it's the painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it. Today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp. Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. Wright are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. They are lovers. It's not something I can claim to understand. Liar. But you and Mr. White are lovers, aren't you? What? My boy? You sent that painting to him as a sign of undying love. I wish Edgeworth would do that. My boy, please, you're letting your fancies run away with you. Where do you get these bizarre ideas? I don't understand how you could... That's because I'm not. Don't be ridiculous. Enough. I'll swallow my pride and tell you all. I knew it. They are lovers. No, we are not lovers. This is a good question. The blue parentheses are, I guess, are generally Phoenix's thoughts. But sometimes, as you can see here, people are reacting to it, so is everybody a mind reader, or is just Phoenix standing there muttering to himself? Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years. That's very important. All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of the photographs! As I suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Which is why I think we should just kill him. Makes things much easier. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. Oh, I'm supposed to feel sorry for you? What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium. A spirit medium. A medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Faye? Indeed. She was Mia's mother. Technically also Maya's, but sure. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. Mistake number 1 when we later hear about DL6, but doesn't matter right now. As a result, the police called her a fraud. Yeah, the police who calls her a fraud because she supposedly failed. Totally her fault. I did all I could for her, and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. How exactly you could do that, I don't want to know. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time the offer was blackmail. An offer is not blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look in Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. It's funny, looking at this room it seems normal. Hard to imagine murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Gee... Maybe DL6? Okay, that is kind of funny. But only because I have a bad case of pun liking. Should I take a look? Yeah, why not? I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, "My mother vanished." I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the ESP that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of 2 men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune with threats and coercion. His name... The record stops here. I wonder why. Well, he did admit that she worked with him before. Nah. T-U... I know W. White! The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? No, I'm sure she just never had anything with White underneath it. I forget where I have to go. Let's go here in case. Yeah, that's their excuse whenever somebody is not there. I can't talk to my client? Whatever. Let's go back here, let's see if it does anything. No? The bellboy seems to be out. The sound of water coming from the shower. Ew. I really forget where I have to go. Let's go back to Faye just in case. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. I don't want to know why Mia was always on top of the desk. Well, nothing new there. Do you have anything to say about the other stuff? Sorry, sir. I borrowed this. Ah, so it was you, my boy. Oh my god, you're not actually asking that. It's a long story. I'll be needing that back now. He doesn't want to talk about it for some reason. Sure, I guess we should have done this earlier. I mean, I know that one of the things we have to do is somehow confront White again, because Phoenix is a moron. But I forget what the trigger is aside from noticing that the W files are missing. Well, let's see if there is anything under the J and S. Suicide? Ew. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these pencils. White? This is Mia's handwriting. I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all. I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing ones. I forgot about this part. As I said, I barely ever replayed this case, mostly because I didn't care about it. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me! If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Yeah, sure. Let's ask about the same stuff again. Oh, now we can, sure. Let's talk about blackmail. It's such a fun thing. What's the point of even giving us some kind of talk option if all we have to do... this isn't the only time where the case gives me something to do when there's only one thing actually to do. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation, Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, no, no. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. What's the point of this? Why is there an option here? Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May taping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it! Secretary's office? We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those... Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now! God forbid he calls the police himself. You are a Mia lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you! I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. As I said before, Phoenix is absolutely worthless, so it'll be fine. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I think that's beginning to be an Inception thing, because if Phoenix defends himself, but a stupendously inept lawyer that makes him look competent himself, I'm not gonna think about it. I feel faint. I hope you faint with face first into that statue's wang over there. And I hope somebody take pictures. Butts! Hairy butts! Right, actually, Phoenix, right? And my friend's name is Larry. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. Didn't you already fall into it? And the prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Why does it look like she's still in there? Of course, we can't create a new background for the game. Great, they let you out of detention. Wait. The case is now with Phoenix as the defendant. That is impossible to do. You can't just change defendants in a case. If you get a new suspect, that means a new trial. New case. The very least I had to do was, close Maya's case instead of just saying, yeah, well, yeah. I lost count to how many mistakes we have up to now, but this is like the 4th video of the road. This is like only towards the end of the second part of the second case, and then I'm sure we're already at the double digit of mistakes. Why the hell do you think I'm in the detention center, Maya? I only like sleeping here for the open showers. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Sure, just cheer me on. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me. I'll run into the next cheerleader and take her clothes. I'd better go get a uniform, some pom-poms. Wait. What? I'm kidding, it was just a joke. No way! I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Come to the court tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. It's the beginning of a new century, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day. Most with a guilty verdict. Considering how incompetent the police is in this game, it's mostly innocent people with guilty verdicts. The jail must be overcrowded. And Phoenix, you have been on the defendant's chair before, but that isn't until the 3rd game, which was released later and all that. They didn't fully, make everything up yet. Actually, screw this. I think I'm gonna continue and just make this one long video to finish up this case so I can go to the next one, which is worse. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look! Edgeworth! Hi. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the public prosecutor's office yesterday. He told me that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. The judge always listens to you and never to Phoenix anyway. Does White have the judge in his pocket too? You're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Translation, he's doing his goddamn job. Edgeworth, you've changed. Huh? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, Court will be opening for session soon. But wait! Your defense attorney isn't here yet. He's not... I'll be defending myself. What? Let's do this. This'll be a giant party, man. I quick gotta drink something. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood, but why is there a teenage girl standing next to you? Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of another witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why the... You expect the judge to ask questions about something? Yeah, sure, let's object, because by God, Phoenix loves objecting. You owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Opinion or schminion, that has nothing to do in court. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? It's a running joke that people don't always answer properly when Edgeworth asks them their name or profession. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my luctions function? What? How did I get function out of confuse? Whatever. Name! These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. White 9? I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim is Mia Fey? That would be a negatory! No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? 'Cause you lack balls. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix! Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly persifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. Basically, this is April's testimony, only instead of hippie girl, we now have spiky man. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. God forbid I actually, think in court. It's not like I'm the one who actually hands down verdicts. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You've made a career out of snooping. Spiky-haired? What was Miss May doing at that time? I don't think you want to know. Did you know she had been tapping the Fae office phone? Irrelevant to the case? Yes. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fae woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Ho ho, after all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprendre. I understand. The victim was attacked, by you, and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? Why does my finger hurt? As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail? Seriously, did I cut myself? Whatever. Hey, remember my, May's testimony? Even if it's a goddamn lie. Wait right there! Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. Actually, if this screenshot actually portrays the way it would be seen from the Gatewater Hotel, she would be running to the left right now. Just pointing out. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Ho, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. Not everybody can run directly towards the door when they are confronted by being murdered. She would have been running into a dead end. Or she would have run into a plant which she could have bashed his head in. Or the phone. Don't you find that odd? By the way, I'm finding it odd that Phoenix is actually using somebody who is known by the entire court to have lied like a... I can't think of an example, but that a heavy liar, and he uses her word as an actual evidence. Ugh. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Look, unless Simon says something, you don't have to do anything. Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. Shut up, peanut gallery. More specifically, he was standing here. Stop breaking the fourth wall. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Correct. This is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. You don't get it, do you, Edgeworth?
Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt.
As far as I know, nobody in the peanut gallery actually ever gets thrown out. Rapscallion! What? The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor.
Indeed. They do seem a bit far-fetched.
Ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. But now he's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more?
Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony.
Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, man. A ton of other witnesses get to fix their broken testimonies, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? I would say no, because he got hit on the head himself, but that's a game too early.
Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony?
You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Granted, the autopsy report doesn't say single blow anymore, but yeah. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break.
Yes, quite.
The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request there be no break, Your Honor.
Yeah, we want justice!
You're 3 games too early for justice.
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony.
The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this, White.
Mr. White?
Okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap!
Thwap, indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Line number 1, there is no other window. Miss Mia? Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No, no, no. Triple no. How would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Indeed. I will not have you harrying the witness. You mean harassing? You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. I think you two need a bathroom break. Now, before, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. I gave chase, of course. No, no, not me. The killer, I mean. He gave chase. Mr. White, please try to remain calm. Mr. White here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Right, thank you, Miles. Who the hell told you that you could use his first name? Whatever. Thwap? That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. Ha ha! Yes, well, I am a man of peace, you see. Phoenix? He's getting a lot less talkative. It's probably fate I'll catch him on something. But it won't be easy. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad.
The witness will revise his testimony.
Okay, okay, of course. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. But you were able to recognize it as light stand glass shards in the beginning. So tell me exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question! Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? There's a big problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct! That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable! No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand.
What? Why couldn't he? You have proof?
I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. I have no idea why. Oh right, this was a receipt. This is the proof! No, it's just... Phoenix, I don't think that's what you meant. I don't think so either.
Mr. Wright, this courtroom is no place to play practical jokes.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Let me try that again. Usually if you get something wrong, you get some health taken off or a strike, but... quite frankly, I don't remember. Oh, right, the floor plans. floor plans are stupid.
These are the floor plans to deceive the murder, yes?
Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. If you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Just so you all know, just because somebody was at the scene of a crime during the murder doesn't actually mean that they are the murderer.
Mr. White?
Mr. White, you did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix, right? What? Oh god, I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, huh? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. Wiretap?
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this.
Distinguished members of the court. The peanut gallery is not distinguished, they explode at the tiniest of things. Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is heading. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay.
What does it have to do?
Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? Hang on, I'm translating that in my head. It should be by whom. That is a dative. No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand.
Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
I see.
However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. He went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture that it is. By the way, it is correct. As far as the way I understand it, if you confess to a smaller crime, you get taken in for that, but I could be wrong. I do like that guy sparkling. I feel faint. Oh, and there's no naked statue to fall face first into. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand.
So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident?
No, he said the beginning of September, which could have been a week beforehand, not the night before. Correct. That is right.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine.
Oh, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. But when? All we know is of one conversation. Right. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. If they are unidentified, how can you say that they were White's? Okay. You got me there, man. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone? That has nothing to do with the case. Thank God Edgeworth knows law better than Phoenix, actually. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? I bet it was shaped like a penis and that's why you remembered it. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Or it was shaped after, a naked statue. He seems to have a fixation for those. Damn it! There's nothing there for me to press him on. Maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore.
Mr. Wright? Are you giving up?
Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here. I know that voice.
Mia?
Never give up, Phoenix.
Holy cow!
He fainted. Where am I? Waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake.
Girl!
And he faints again. Why is this guy the protagonist again? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. I never wanted to look at you when you were alive. Why should I do that?
Oh God!
Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya's channeling you? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. I'm sure there's a really dirty fanfiction about that somewhere. I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. I have? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Yeah, the one you wrote Maya on? Ah, she didn't write it. Phoenix, White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. God forbid we actually turn evidence around. It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. 1,000. Whoa, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of September 4th? September 4th! That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Boy, she sure sounds nonchalant about that. Whoa! Now what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. No way! You know, sometimes I feel like the Ace Attorney games have more flashbacks in it than Night of Ratatosk's first chapter.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... Rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright?
Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now.
Then let's start where we left off.
Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. For this case or for every case in the game?
But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. I thought you said let's let him burn.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt?
Well, a glass light stand, and the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder!
You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fane Kolah office at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. He's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. All he proved was that, he was lying. He didn't confess anything.
Very well. Then that is all for the trial of...
This is how most of the cases go and get prolonged. Something happens you prove beyond doubt, then some random jerk says objection, and they pull something out of their ass to prolong the case. What? No way can he worm his way out of this one! Wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, he likes to use that word. I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. Well, you're not dead, so you can't really get an autopsy report on this. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. No, it isn't!
Well, Mr. Edgeworth,
If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether your claims have any basis in factual evidence.
I see. Objection denied.
That's overruled.
The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow.
Oh, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. I can tell you what will happen. I will lose my voice. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home?
Of course. Thank you for your time.
The witness will stay. Mia. Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Your Honor, if I may.
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
Oh, just wait until you see him in case 2-4. Bet I am. My life is riding on this one. For once, literally. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt, right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. 1. That's Mia. Nobody's surprised that the goddamn victim of this case is on the stand right there? Or that she's literally blackmailing somebody into confessing a murder. Hello? Yeah, thank God the victim has cleared her own case. Just shows that Phoenix can't do anything. And wipe that stupid grin off your face.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense.
Mia's the one who finished it. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was.
Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Mia on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live.
Oh, wait.
My time here's running out.
Huh?
Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief? I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9. The office? I'll see you later. Okay, if he goes there and there's another dead body, he's leaving. He's going to Mexico or wherever. And again, he's late. Being here, it's hard to not think about that night. You came! Mia? You should see your face! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya! Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look, you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Why are you here? 'Cause of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. take care of Phoenix for me. Huh? She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me? Maya Fey reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Never mention Larry's name to me again. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Oh, thank God, just burgers. That was the second case, and yeah. Still doesn't show Phoenix in a very good light, considering, you know, Mia had to finish the case for him. See you next time!